And Triple Crown since then. How better equipped now are you to get over the line tomorrow, do you think?
I mean, I guess we'll find out, won't we? I feel a better player, you know, even than 10 years ago when I completed my Triple Crown set here. I feel like I'm a better snooker player. I haven't always shown that. And there were times today where, you know, if I'd have been in the comms box, I'd have been very critical of some of the, you know, not necessarily the shot choices, but how they ended up. You know, sometimes you get a shot so badly wrong, it looks like a different shot. I had a bit of luck at the right time, I have to say that. And, you know, Mark he's just so hard, isn't he? He's just hard. He just gives you nothing.
Would you have been critical of Mark if you had been in the combat again? Or is that on the back burner now?
No, listen, I suppose I'm still learning my trade as a commentator. But no, listen, you know, we've had so many great matches over the years. Yeah. And today was another one. And there was such a show of respect between the two of you, not least, of course, when you were on the maximum. This was your 9th maximum of your career, and I just wonder, this must be top of the list, surely. It has to be, yeah, it has to be. I mean, the one at the shootout was special for obvious reasons, running around the table being shouted at by people. That was just you. But no, I mean, that has to be top of the shop. I mean, I don't have my phone, but if I did, I can show you the goal I set for the start of the season, where I wanted to make a max at one of these events. And, you know, when I came to the table, I thought to myself, if I get this cannon right, this is a great chance.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
so, like, you know, it wasn't in the same league as, you know, when Ronnie asked how much the prize was all those years ago and then did it. But it wasn't bad.
Oh, it was fantastic. I mean, every shot, you know, when you got that, the black was tough, you know, this was a good shot as well. But, I mean, you made it look quite simple, really, you know what I mean? You must have been, how were you feeling on it?
Well, I was so excited. And if I hadn't been I was just perfect on the pink, otherwise I would never have done that. You know, you would never celebrate before the event, but I mean, if I'd have missed that black, I'd have gone home. You know? And in fairness to Mark, like, I mean, what a great sport. Absolutely. You know, he was appreciative and he was very congratulatory. And of course, he made one here last year.
He did, yes, against Mark Selby, absolutely.
A great moment.
And it means that you're the 5th man. This is the crowd, this is their reaction, because we were absolutely on tenterhooks as you were finishing. What is that like to play with? I mean, how much did they carry you along there?
Well, it's just incredible. I mean, the atmosphere out there is unbelievable. But when something like that happens, you know, it just goes up a level.
I mean, it's just that, don't be giving me this 9-dart finish is harder than a maximum. I'm not having it. Whoever wants to have an argument, that's the hardest thing to do out of hole-in-one or any of them. And to go and do a maximum 36 shots like that in front of this crowd, that must have been, and you've got it. It's a piece of history. You can look at it. We've got it. We even took a photograph for you when we were in it. We've taken a photograph. We took a photograph for you to show on the thing. We've got it. We're thinking about it, even though
it's very good. It's very good.
And great to share that moment with Peter as well. He came down the stairs to congratulate you. What were the words exchanged?
He'd actually been out for a comfort break. He missed it. He didn't miss it. He totally missed it. Oh no! He's got that flipping notebook with him, and there's nothing about it in there. No, he came up to me and said, "Oh, did I miss something?" Don't worry, Pete.
I phoned him before. I said, you know, that box said make it 147.
What about the fella who shouted out at the start of the next round? Do it again.
We heard that, well, actually, Sean, if you were to do it again tomorrow, you know there's a very large prize. That one might be worth 15,000. But, of course, the tantalising prospect, 147,000 dangling before any player who makes 2 in a Triple Crown series and, of course, the Saudi Masters as well. You're close.
Yeah, well, I'm closer than I was yesterday. I have to say that the biggest pressure that I felt doing it was the fact that I messed it up the other day. And having been so close, finished behind the blue.
Were you thinking about that?
I was. I was. You know, when it really became apparent that it was a great chance, I was just thinking, don't mess it up.
I'm going to give you a compliment here. The best part of this, what you've done all week there, is your concentration. It's been the best part of all. The last 2 matches, that one today, and the one in particular today, the best part of all of it has been the concentration. And you know what we're like, we're always saying, little glitch here and there, and you make the concentration levels have been bob on all week, and this is the result of it.
And I have to give credit to Peter for that. You know, that's one of the things he picked up on when we started working together. He said, don't worry, I've got a list of things I think you can improve on. And focus and concentration was one of them.
Is that why you stay down on the shot a little bit longer now each time, waiting for the ball to drop? It looks like you're conscious of doing that a little bit longer.
That's a technical thing that I'm working on, because you know, your technique changes as you get older, and whatever your technique just moves a little bit. So you know, I'm doing that for other reasons, but it's giving me that ability, giving me something to focus on, rather than thinking about all the things that can go wrong.
OK, we're going to let you put this wand away ahead of tomorrow's final.